Sup guys, here today to do Bleach chapter 600 review, right? So this chapter of Bleach, we picked up right where we left off with Senjumaru seemingly being dead, right? We saw the this week's chapter of Bleach. For the early part of this chapter, we see the corpse of Senjumaru with that hole in her head and blood just basically spreading everywhere on the floor. Then that guy, the guy with the Valkyrie powers, he tells the black dude that, hey, why did you do that? You left a mess right in the path of where His Majesty is supposed to walk. So he's like, okay, whatever. And then he asks Pernida to give him a hand. And now we get some real insight into Pernida's powers, because apparently it seems that Pernida, she just used some kind of powers to basically clump up the corpse and roll it up into this ball that's just, pretty much disfigure the corpse and roll it up into a ball. Something, I believe she did something similar when that giant dude showed up, one of Senjumaru's servants, when Senjumaru began fighting the elite squad, Yuha's elite squad. That's how she defeated that big dude as well. I'm not sure what her powers are, but that's some pretty insane, powers. Pretty scary as well. So she rose up the corpse, and then the black dude, he says, okay, he's going to make short work of the other palaces, the other areas that's around them, to get rid of the enemy. And he just goes like on a rampage, shooting down everything around him. And then after everything is done, he's like, okay, your majesty, you can go now. All of a sudden we see like the curtains fly, and then it's apparently found out that everything that they thought was real was actually not real, and that the royal guard members were purposefully luring them into this spot where they could use this ability, where they could encage them, something called a life cage, where it's a cage made up of the trees that basically grew on Ryatsu, and Hikifune is the one who actually made this tree thingy. So Senjumaru was the one leading them astray, giving her enough time to set up this cage around them to encage them in it. And it basically works off of the fact that it feeds off Ryatsu, right? And because the black guy, he attacks by using highly compressed Ryatsu, shooting it at his opponents. It's not going to work using that method, busting out of this cage that they are in currently. So it seems like they're seemingly trapped, and then out of nowhere Oetsu shows up, and he's like, small fries like you guys can't go along any further. I'm going to be your opponent. All of you are supposed to take me on right at this moment. I'm going to be your opponent, right? And I'm like, whoa. So he is serious about this, right? He's going to take on everyone that's there, including Yuha back himself and Hashwal, not to mention Ishida Uryu is there as well, right? I mean, my opinion, he's clearly outclassed. There's no doubt in my mind. How this will show up, who knows? But I'm wanting to see some Bankai action happen, and I want to see Royal Guard members, go really all out, as well as Yuha Back's elite squad. I want to see just how strong these Royal Guard members are, and I definitely want to see some impressive shit coming from these Quincy's, right? Because as I've been saying, most of these Sternritters, most of these Sterners that have showed up in terms of their strength and everything that they've been using at their disposal against the Shinigami, most of them have been underwhelming in my opinion. And that initial threat that the Sternritters had when they just invaded Soul Society, killing off the Shinigamis, pretty much using shock and awe to basically caught the Shinigamis off guard and show them that they're not a threat. That sense of danger is no longer present from them, in my opinion. Most of them have just been underwhelming. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing some Star Knights go real all out, do some really impressive shit, go complete holy form, do a whole bunch of impressive shit. That's what I'm looking forward to. And the same goes for the Royal Guard as well. It's good to know that the real Senjumaru wasn't taken out so easy, so that's a good thing. So, but apparently now Oetsu is going to be fighting all of them on his own, because he says that small fries can't go beyond this point, so apparently he's strong enough to face everybody by himself. So let's see what happens, right? I'm definitely looking forward to seeing a Bankai low, and I'm definitely looking forward to see just how strong Yuha Box Elite Squad is. So overall, I thought that this was a good chapter of Bleach. So that's it. That's my review. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Sayonara.